Sports. We're glad you could join. Join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. For the Utah Jazz, they come into tonight after the loss. Tip-off goes to Charlotte. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. And you look at how these teams match up, Clark. The guard positions. Boasting plenty of talent.
And you think about it, Kevin, the skill level of today's players arguably at an all-time high. But nothing like guard skills to help you put on a show.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Miller outside. Pass to Williams. Back to Miller. Over Allen. Miller, no up. And here's Utah. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. Outside Edwards. Hornets with the rebound. On the wing, Miller. And the wing jumper offline. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Left side, Edwards. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
And Clark, what can you say about Anthony Edwards? Living up to... that first overall hype. He has been spectacular.
Yeah, he has been, Kevin. I agree. Some were surprised he went first overall, but you look back at that draft, he was as good a #1 pick as any of them, and he's certainly proven to be worthy of that status.
And the Jazz with possession here, following the bucket by the Hornets. And he can't jam it through.
You rarely see him missing dunks. But the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. Free throw good, Edwards.
How How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
Ball with it. Picked up by Edwards. The kick out to Ball. Off target with his 3.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And the shot goes down.
Edwards is so physically developed already. Just brushes off the contact there. Really strong drive by Edwards.
In the corner, it's Bridges. Back to Ball. It's tipped. Here's Edwards. Driving the lane. And finished off by Edwards.
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
Gordon a screen. He gets that one.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Utah Jazz. 3-point lead. For 3, Edwards does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. On the wing, Gordon. Gordon a screen. Miller with a wide open look. Drains it from beyond. The arc. Miller's got 5.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now, here is Harden. Left side, Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 7.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Here's Ball. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Well, I tell you what separates Ball from a lot of players his age is that his footwork is advanced. He's got almost a PhD in footwork.
Now here's Harden. Still yet to score. Pass to Hendricks. It's not going to go for him. Gordon with the defensive effort. Here's Ball. Now here's Gordon. Edwards defending. Miller, no luck.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
All the talk is about Harden scoring, but I tell you what, he can dish that rock too.
There's a screen by Williams. And it's Miller penetrating.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Second team foul.
Now here's Harden. And Edwards with the stuff.
Hey, we use the term explosive a lot, but Edwards, this guy is explosive times 3.
Gordon a screen. The drive-by Ball. Pass to Bridges. And here's Miller. From downtown. He can't get that one to fall. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Utah. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Utah.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around. Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And it goes down 2 points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Right side, George. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Hornets trail by 5. Smith drives in, and the dunk by Smith.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And with each passing season, the 7-footer Nick Richards looks more and more comfortable.
Whenever he's on the floor, Greg, he's going to work hard as well as focus on taking good shots and playing tough defense and really staying within himself. I love that about it.
Pass to Aldridge. It's good.
Aldridge has a nice methodical way about his game that makes him extremely reliable down low. He's a smooth operator in the post.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you very much. The Hornets want to play with tempo. Coach Steve Clifford said offense starts with playing through the strengths of your best players. LaMelo Ball is a great talent with a passion for the game and a flair for playing in the open court. We want to take advantage of that. Kevin?
Yeah, makes sense. David, thanks. Charlotte trailing. Smith feeling it out a bit. And he drives in. And Smith with the stuff.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
To the middle, Aldridge. Got it. Good job in the low post. And now it's a 3-point Hornets lead.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
The shot by George, no good.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Pass to Smith. Here's Thor. And a miss there on the triple. Clarkson outside. A minute 42 left in the first half of the game. Here's George. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greg, this Keontae George is explosive.
When he goes in the paint, he is like a wrecking ball. Very physical driver for a guard. And can be streaky, but boy, when he heats up, watch out.
Hey, Special K, in your playing days, you were such a strong defender. Who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Hey, I appreciate the love, partner, but strong defender attached to my name back in the day would not mix well if we're talking truth. But I will tell you, the hardest guy I had to deal with was Bernard King. He gave me fits. He was relentless in his pursuit of the pumpkin. They ran a bunch of stuff for him when he was playing for the Knicks, and that dude could put it in the basket.
Tries the spin move. Pass to Bradley. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Alexander Walker. Goes up from the top of the key. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range. Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
The lob to Bradley. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
And the Jazz with some changes. And here's Charlotte. They're on a 17-3 run. 5 seconds separating the shot game clocks. And Miller throws it down hard.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Yeah, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Man, they are starting to pull away here as their shots continue to fall.
Yeah, I agree with you. Big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Here's Harden. The Hornets pull it in.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Harden inside the three-point line. A terrific shot on a turnaround.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
Pass to Williams. Ball with it. Edwards defending. Goes up on the high post. Again, the Hornets score.
A lot of different ways to knock down shots, and Ball's form is certainly unorthodox, but it works for him, and he's got a really quick release that allows him to get it off.
From deep, Harden. Now here's Edwards. Harden left side. Williams with the block.
That's one for their first four to start the second half.
The Hornets shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And one thing with LaMelo, Clark, he has so much length at that point guard position.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's listed at 6'7", but he's got a much bigger wingspan than that, which allows him to effectively throw passes over the top. And I think it helps in him being disruptive as a defender, too.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. And the basket by Harden.
Yet another hard shot that Harden makes look easy. Amazing at measuring the floating jumper.
Inside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Jazz trailed by 14. To the inside. Here's Edwards. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Brandon Miller.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. It's stolen by Edwards. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, LaMelo Ball is young, but he certainly has words of wisdom already. He says, everybody always asks me, what's my slogan? 2 words, be you. You just got to be you from the jump, and whatever's supposed to happen is going to happen. If you ain't you, you already lost. That's a fact. Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. More than comfortable in his own skin. David, thank you.
Really important for Ball to maintain his poise around the basket. That's what allows him to take a bump like that and still convert.
Charlotte moving the ball around. Down low. Here's Williams. Out to Miller. Ball feeling it out a bit. In the corner, it's Bridges. No good on the three.
and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Second team
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's George driving to the basket.
When Aldridge is in the neighborhood, you've got to be careful shooting it. I mean, proving there that he's capable of blocking shots.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
The Jazz have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. Hornets leading by 13. Pass to Smith. Fires from deep. Rebound, Utah. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Outside, George. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Charlotte.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
Pass to Thor. Good, nice job down low. Thor's got his first bucket in this one.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Bradley can't get it to go.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Nice shot by Smith.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
George with the ball. 7 points in the game. Spins. Pass to Bradley.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
Here's Smith. Takes it off the glass. Smith's got 4 points in the quarter.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
LaMelo Ball. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And it's Smith penetrating. A rebound by the Jazz. Pass to George. There's the pick. Here's the teardrop. And it's blocked. Fast break. Here they come. Here's Richards. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. Utah called for the foul. That's good from Richards. And Richards drops them both. Jazz trailed by 18. Harden way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And Harden right there demonstrating why he's a top-tier scorer. Gets these long shots off quickly.
Stolen by Harden. And he slams it one-handed.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Out left to the wing. Here's Okogie. Shot clock at 5. Richards can't hit the turnaround jumper. It's Edwards on the wing. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Pushing it up. Shot's good by Thor. And the Hornets lead by 15.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feat.
And a fast break now for the Hornets. Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the three. And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. There's a screen. Goes up at the stripe. Another miss by Utah.
Kessler. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Hornets leading by 16. Pass to Miller. Launches it. Hendricks pulls it in. To the paint. Here's Harden. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
Here's Miller. Inside. Williams.
Assist from.
And Williams throws it down.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim. You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Ball, no good. And it's Harden with the ball for Utah. Got a hand on it.
Boy, a really good shot blocker for a wing. Bridges elevates quickly and has an excellent sense of timing.
Out to Miller. There's the three. And it's Utah with the rebound. Outside Edwards. Miller grabs the miss. Charlotte leading by 16. In the corner, it's Bridges. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. And here is Ball. Excellent D there from Allen. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Williams with the block.
And, you know, this will be a big victory for them. They came out and executed their game plan, and what a huge win for the Hornets.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game one has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for LaMelo Ball.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
That free throw missing. And, Clark, we know Commissioner Silver has acknowledged the game has changed in terms of its impact on players' bodies. And so adjusting the regular season's length is not out of the question.
Well, you and I have talked about it for years. I've talked about it with other fellow announcers. It would be wonderful to see the season reduced by about 15-20% in terms of regular season games. I think it would enhance the product immensely. And the fact that Commissioner Silver is letting us know it's not off the table, maybe we'll see it reduced in the not-too-distant future.
And here's Miller outside. Hits the three-point bomb.
3 points.
And the Hornets lead by 17.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Lock at 6. George, no good. Now Ball. And So it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean,
everybody's on the move, so lovers cold, come on.
splash!